Disrespect. Ladies and gentlemen, today's topic is about disrespect, and it's about a certain player that genuinely doesn't even play for my team. I don't know how shameless I am tonight, but as a football fan, I had to make this type of video. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you the root of the problem. First of all, the FIFA award show, the best award show, FIFA award show that they do after the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Obviously, there's two things. There's the Ballon d'Or and the best trophy that they give out. You had them naming the team of the year, and you take a look at this team of the year. You look at the Donnarumma, fair. Hakimi, fair. Pacho, fair. Van Dijk, fair. Nuno Mendes, obviously fair. Vitinha is fair. Pedri, of course, is fair. Yamal, Dembele is there. Cole Palmer, which is a bit debatable in my opinion, even though he had an unbelievable year. Yes, winning the World Cup. And then you see Bellingham, ladies and gentlemen. As a Real Madrid fan, I put my glasses multiple times seeing that. I genuinely was in shock. I genuinely was so in disbelief, and I was like, is this the most attractive 11 of last year or what? Ladies and gentlemen, what is Blood doing there, fam? What is bro doing there? Who invited that brother? Sorry, even as a Real Madrid fan, that's pissing me off. It's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves because the brother is there for winning nothing last year, by the way. The brother is there when there are players way more deserving than this brother. Where is Neves from PSG? He won how many trophies, just like Vitinha? If you're talking about the sentiment position, obviously. Where is Raphinha? Ladies and gentlemen, today's topic is going to be about Raphinha. Raphinha, who got left out not only in the Ballon d'Or, getting 5th on the ranking, by the way. Raphinha getting 5th in the Ballon d'Or. And ladies and gentlemen, he didn't even make not only the top 3 of the best award, which Dembele won. Yamal came 2nd, I believe, and Mbappe 3rd. He didn't even get the top 11. Top 11, ladies and gentlemen, of the best award for last season. Now you may be wondering, how is this disrespectful, right? Ladies and gentlemen, when you see these statistics on your screen, look at these statistics, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make up these statistics that you had in one single year, fam. 38 goals in 64 games, 24 assists, hat-trick versus Bayern Munich, La Liga, Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cup, the amount of goals he scored in the Champions League, the amount of goals he scored against my team, which is Real Madrid, which I obviously hate and don't want to talk about. But, ladies and gentlemen, all those statistics, and you have him, what? Be the first player, the first Barcelona player with 50 goal contributions, 50 goal assist contributions in a single season since Messi, Neymar, and Luis Suarez, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first player to give you those type of stats since MSN, probably the greatest attacking trio of all time. The greatest Barcelona players of all time, you could say as well, man. The greatest attackers of all time since Barcelona, man. You have this brother giving you those type of stats which we hadn't seen since the Ronaldo and Messi era. And he doesn't even make the top 11. You want to put Bellingham as a center mid because it's a center mid, right? It's a center mid position they wanted to fill out, apparently. What about the right mid position of Palmer? You genuinely think Raphinha had a worse season than Palmer? Look me dead into the eyes and tell me that you think Raphinha had a worse season than Palmer, man. Oh, I saw this one clip which there is background music, I cannot really show you in full, but this brother goes to Raphinha after the Ballon d'Or ceremony, after him knowing that he's 5th in the Ballon d'Or, right? He goes to him and says that, oh, you got robbed, you deserve the Ballon d'Or. Hopefully you're going to win the Ballon d'Or next year. And the eyes, oh my god, the eyes does not lie, fam. Look at the sadness in his eyes, the disappointment in his eyes, for the love of God, man. This is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my entire life, man. Being 5th in the Ballon d'Or ranking, and there's someone coming up to you telling you how you got robbed, and the sadness of your eyes is showing us into the screen, man. It's just disrespectful as a football fan. It's just disrespectful, making me think that I'm that stupid enough to not know who is doing better than someone else, man. The fact that he was even the player of the season of the La Liga last season, fam. This is the only fair award that Raphinha has won last season, being the player of the season of the Spanish League last season, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Lamine Yamal. Let's talk about Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal became 2nd in the Ballon d'Or, 2nd in the best award, when he was not even the player of the season of the Spanish League. Then what was Lamine good at exactly there? More than Raphinha, obviously. Unbelievable, Lamine Yamal. But what was he more better than Raphinha at? He is not Barcelona's best player, whether you like it or not. As a player, he's better than Raphinha. But for Barcelona, Raphinha is a better player than Lamine Yamal, if it makes sense. Raphinha, who has a good game and good game and good game and good game. The cycle, this meme itself was made for Raphinha because how good he is for Barcelona, man. The fact that this brother goes out as an injury, I'm talking about recent times now, not the last season. The fact that this brother goes out as an injury, he goes out for 2 months. The Barcelona team genuinely struggled so hard. The Barcelona team failed to score. The Barcelona team looked lazy, inactive, until this brother came back, man. And 8 goal assist contributions already in 8 games, fam. The fact that this brother have what? Same amount of goals or even more than Vinicius Jr., ladies and gentlemen, this season. And he has played what? 10 less games, I believe? He got injured, all of that injured, ladies and gentlemen, and this brother has more or the same as Vinicius Jr. The fact that you have Raphinha's closed ones, Raphinha's loved ones, his wife, come on and say that is Raphinha a basketball player? Which is genuinely so true. Even Richarlison apparently commented under the post saying, is Raphinha a volleyball player? You have loved ones of Raphinha, you have football players of the sport coming out saying that, big news outlets like ESPN even coming and saying that, ladies and gentlemen, man. It's genuinely just too disrespectful in my opinion. You need to put rivalry aside, man. The fact that, okay, you laugh at us because Vini didn't win the Ballon d'Or that one season. Alright, sure, you can laugh at us, but I genuinely am not the type of the person that would go and say, ha ha ha, Barcelona. Nope, even though you are my rivals. I genuinely think this is sick to my stomach, man. Did he deserve the best award to be player of the year? Obviously, I don't think so, because, I mean, Dembele has won everything, right? 6 trophies with PSG. You have him, win the Ballon d'Or as well. Obviously, Dembele should won that, right? Should have won that trophy, but at least put Raphinha in top 3. No one would have complained, man. Is it because, I don't want to make conspiracy theories, but I want to just throw it out there. Is it because Barcelona fans pushed the narrative of Lamine Yamal over Raphinha, which killed his chances in the Ballon d'Or? Do you guys genuinely think, or do you guys agree with that statement? Let me know in the comment section below, because I genuinely think there's a part of it that makes sense. And then you guys call out Cristiano Ronaldo when he said that all these award shows are genuinely BS, man. Ballon d'Or is fake, the best award is fake. When he came out and said that, you guys attacked him. But now you guys are seeing what is happening to your own players and every single player that got genuinely just disrespected in these award shows, in my opinion. That's the whole situation. I just wanted to talk about it, man. Raphinha, I genuinely wish he wins something in the future, man. I wish they give him a Ballon d'Or, like a participation Ballon d'Or, appreciation Ballon d'Or, something like that, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, like the video, comment down what do you think, and gracias, amigos.